Consider a car dealership where there are severely overpriced cars. You have three options here. One is to accept this price and think you're lucky to even have a car. The next two options involve realizing what a bad deal these cars are, and once you realize this, you might either decide to just walk away from here and decide you don't even need a car. And then the last option is to try and get the price down to where it is more reasonable or even possibly free. Now, replace the cars with sexual relationships. The price of the car is the sexual market value or SMV of the woman. Then option 1 would be blue pill men, whilst the latter two options would be swallowing the red pill. However, the difference between the second option and the third option is that the second option, which is the option of not even buying a car, would be MGTOW, whilst the last option, which is trying to haggle the price down, would be the red pill, as described by the subreddit of the same name. Now, why is it that these men feel that women are overvalued? Well, it usually starts from personal experiences, and also being told one thing about how to treat women, while seeing men do the opposite and get much better results. Now, men are in effect taught to put women on a pedestal while showering them with gifts and white knight the fuck out of them, essentially beta male behaviour. However, as most of you will know, this simply doesn't work. The so-called douchebags or alpha males seemingly get the pick of the bunch while seemingly looking down on these women. In a time when women could not work and make a living for themselves, it made sense for the sexual marketplace, or SMP, to be more balanced with this beta male attitude. But with the rise of feminism and many women making as much, if not more than men, this is no longer the case. Now, when you look across such red pill forums, you will see a lot of red pill men seemingly just hating women and feminism. So many on the outside think that the red pill hates women and feminism. However, it is not as simple as this. From the red pill's perspective, all that these women have done is to try to maximize their happiness, and by doing so, they have seriously skewed the sexual marketplace. Arguing from an evolutionary psychology perspective, it makes sense for this to be the case. But the implications of this are very interesting. It unmasks what women are to the bone, which to many is where the pill gets tough to swallow. It essentially implies that women are selfish, self-centered and greedy beings. This is where the so-called anger phase comes in. And men are angry because they've been lied to their whole life about the way things work. But not only that, they're angry at themselves for the fact that they fell for it. But not only that, they also view women as vile beings for their true nature. However, once you get over this, you realize that there are two options. One is that if women are so vile, and usually these men would have gone through some horrible breakups or divorces where their money is being bled dry by alimony and child support, so they've seen female nature at its worst, then they'd rather not stick their dick in crazy. This is essentially how I view MGTOW. The other option is to use this newfound knowledge to your advantage. So inherently, this will involve improving your game or sexual strategy. To some, this is their main emphasis, but to a lot of people, this is only a small part of the red pill. Other areas include self-improvement, fitness, fashion, as well as social skills. What is interesting about the red pill is that there seems to be no strict way, just a whole lot of knowledge, and you take away from it what you want. So although from the outside, looking in, it looks undoubtedly horrible in its approach, it really isn't that bad.